ब्रह्मविद्या संप्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघन प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं सुखं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेद दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। शङ्कराश्लेषविलसत्मानन्दामृतनिर्भराम् विश्वोत्तंसितपादाब्जां ब्रह्मविद्यां विभावये। नमः श्रुतिशिरः पद्मचण्डमातण्डमूर्तये बादरायणसंज्ञाय मुनये समवेश्मने। वेदान्तनिकुरुम्बेण तात्पर्येण प्रकाशितः स्वात्मानन्दैकरस्येन कल्याणाय शिवोऽस्तु नः। अधीः भगवो ब्रह्म। ओम अथातो ब्रह्म जिज्ञासा जन्माद्यस्य यतः शास्त्रयोनित्वात् तत्तु समन्वयात्। We'll from that tu shabdaha from that Bhāshya. Tu shabdaha purvapaksha vyavrityarthaha tat brahma sarvajñam sarvashakti jagat utpatti sthiti laya karanam वेदांत शास्त्रात् एव अवगम्यते। कथं समन्वयात्। तत् ब्रह्म, तत् शब्द refers to ब्रह्म प्रकृतं ब्रह्म जिज्ञास्यं ब्रह्म mentioned in the first sutra. And then Jagat Utpatti Sthiti Laya Karanam. The Karana, Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karana, Kartru Upadanam Cha, Kartru Cha Upadanam Cha. For Jagataha Utpatti Sthiti Laya. This is the meaning of the second sutra. And from that we get that Sarvajñam, Sarvashakti meaning also. And that is again gotten, Sarvajñam, Sarvashakti, Brahma is gotten from the first meaning of the third sutra. Shastrasya Yonitvat. Brahma, Sarvajñam, Sarvashakti. And then Lakshana, Brahma Lakshana is gotten from the second sutra and the first meaning of the third sutra. Jagat Karanam Brahma, Sarvajñam, Sarvashakti. Shastrasyapi Karanam, we get. Lakshana for Brahma, Siddha. Then, what is the Pramana for Brahma? Lakshana is gotten, then Pramana Apeksha comes. Lakshana Pramana Dhyamhi Vastu Siddhi iti. Pramana, what is the Pramana iti? That is said in the second meaning of the third sutra. Shastram Yonihi Yasya iti Shastra Yonitvat. That is briefly paraphrased by Bhāshya. Vedanta Shastradyeva Avagamyate iti. Then, how it is said, on what basis you arrive at that? You arrive at this statement, you say this fact that Vedanta Shastradyeva Avagamyate Brahma. How? Kasmat hetoho, due to what reason? That is said in this current sutra, Samanvayat, Bhāshya, Samanvayat, Samyak Anvayat. In the Vedanta Shastra, there are these Lakshana Vakyas and then words also which give the Brahma Lakshana, Atma Lakshanam. And other Vakyas subserve, describing how Brahma is Jagat Karanam, how Brahma is Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karanam, how this Jagat is Abhinnam from Brahma the Karanam. All these are all indicated. What about the Nanatva? How do we explain the number, variety, plurality? How do we explain? And then Srishti Prakriya, Panchakosha Prakriya, Avasthatraya Prakriya, various Prakriyas are used to point out that Nanatvam is only Kalpita, Karana Karya Prakriya, all of them point out the Nanatva is only Kalpita, Anirvachaniya, Maya Kalpita, that is not Paramarthikam. And this Kalpitam is non-separate from the Adhishtanam. Yatha Kalpita Rajjuhu, Kalpita Sarpaha is not separate from the Rajju, the Adhishtana. Like even the water is, wave is not other than water only. Tadvat Karyam Karanat Abhinnameva. At all times, all conditions, under all conditions, Karyam is not separate from Karanavastu. And what is there is only Karanavastu. Yatha, like even Mrittika Ityeva Satyam, right? Vacharam Vanam Vikaraha Namadeyam. And this Tattva, Brahma Tattva is elaborated in the rest of the Upanishads. And whatever that is necessary for the Adhikaritva to understand, they are also listed. Like even some upasanas are given, like Omkara Upasana, Prana Upasana, etc. They are all given in the Upanishad itself. The upasanas subserve Jnanam here, in as much as help the Adhikari become Ekagra Chittaha. For Ekagra Chittata, upasanas are useful. Not the other way, as the Purva Pakshi says, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, such Vakyas are appended to Upasana Vakyas. Atma Ityeva Upasita, Pranam Upasita, etc. Unlike the Purva Pakshi says, it is the other way. The Upasanas help the Adhikari, the Sadhaka, in becoming free from the Vikshepas, Ekagra Chittata. For that sake, Upasanas are Vihitani. Not only that, certain other sadhanas also, like Samaha, Damaha, they are also Vihita, Shraddha. All these are all Vihita. So, all these sentences in the Vedanta Bhaga, the Vedanta text, they all connect with this Brahma Vastu only. Brahmaniyeva Samanuyanti. Sarvani Vedanta Vakyani Brahmani Eva Samanuyanti. Samanvaya is there. The Parama Tatparya is only in revealing Atma as Brahma. This is the Parama Tatparya. This is the Samanvaya. How do we know that all the Vedanta Vakyas are Samanvaya in Brahma Atma only? By Vichara. That is a Vichara. That is a Vichara. That is part of the Vichara. Shravana Kale, when the person does Shravana, not only merely listens to the words of Vedanta teaching, not only grasps the word by word meaning of that, but also understands that the Tatparya of all the Vedanta is in Advaite Brahmani only. Tatparya Nishchaya happens in Shravana Kala itself. And for the Tatparya Nishchaya, Shadlingas, etc., these are all used. So therefore, after a thorough inquiry, thorough analysis, it is arrived at that Sarvani Vakyani, Vedanta Vakyani, Brahmani Eva, Advaite Brahmani Eva, Samanuyanti, Samanvayam Prapnuvanti. That is Prapta. This sentence Samanvayat is arrived at by the Vidwans after a thorough inquiry. And this is understood by the sadhaka during the process of Vichara, Vedanta Vichara, Brahma Vichara, it is understood. They don't have Tatparya in anything else. Samanvayat. Karmani na samanuyanti. Vedanta Vakyani, they don't have Samanvaya in Karma. Nor they have Shesha to Karma. That's all will be pointed out. Nor they have Tatparya in Upasana. In the Upasana, there is the Upasaka, Upasya and Upasanam. Iti the Trivida. Veda is assumed to be real. Upasaka, Upasya, Veda is assumed to be real in Upasana. The meditator and the meditated, they are taken as different. But here, the Veda is not asserted. Abeda is asserted. Veda is negated. The duality is negated as not Satyam. It's only Kalpita, it is pointed out. Therefore, Vedanta Vakyas do not have Tatparya in Upasana also. Therefore, Vedanta Vakyas cannot be subservient to Upasana Vakyas also. And in the process of understanding what is said in the Vedanta, and in particular the Lakshana Vakyas, the Lakshana Vakyas are the central Vakyas. Mahavakya also is in a way Lakshana only. Aham Brahmasmiti Mahavakya also. So, Lakshana Vakyas, Mahavakyas, these are the key Vakyas, central portion of the Upanishad, meaning they convey the main theme. The theme, the vision is Atma Brahma Advitiyam Purnam iti. Sarvam Kalpitam Brahmani Kalpitam iti. In this process, the words in those sentences, they reveal Brahmadivastu differently from the way in which the Karma Vakyas, Upasana Vakyas function. In the Karma Vakyas, for instance, Agnihotram Juhiyat, Jyotishtomena Swargakamaha Yajeta. This Vakya, in this Karma Vakya, or Salagrame Vishnuhu Adityam Brahmeti Upasita, etc. In Upasana Vakyas, sentences, the words are connected, interconnected in that sentence differently. They have samsarga. Samsarga means there is mutual relation, mutual dependency among those words in those sentences. Like even Swargakamaha Jyotishtomena Yajeta, a karma vakya, vidhi vakya. In that, Jyotishtomena, by Jyotishtomayaga, Karana is there. Karane Tritiya is there. And Swargakamaha Pratama Vibhakti. So there is the samsarga, there is a mutual dependency, akanksha, mutual relation between those among these words. Adityam Brahmaiti Upasita. So Adityam Dvitiya Vibhakti. And then Upasakaha Upasita. Upasakaha the first case karta. Thus there are relations. Each of the words fits in certain akanksha to fulfill the sense of the vakya. Suppose it is said Jyotishtomena Yajeta, that much alone is said. Then who is to do this Jyotishtoma? That akanksha, that expectancy on the part of the sentence, on the part of the listener of the sentence, that is incomplete. The sentence does not give a complete sense unless it says who has to do this. Jyotishtomena Yajeta. Who? Kaha. That expectancy is fulfilled by Swargakamaha, one who is desirous of Swarga. And suppose Swargakamaha Yajeta, that much alone is said, suppose. With what? Yajeta may do this yaga. Which yaga? That remains unfulfilled. To fulfill that sense of the sentence, Jyotishtomena, that is necessary there. Thus, the words in such sentences they have samsarga, mutual relation, mutual dependency to complete the sense of the sentence. These vakyas are called samsrishta vakyas. Vakyas in which the words have samsarga, mutual relation, mutual position, expectancy to complete the sense of the meaning of the sentence. Such vakyas are called samsrishta vakyas. And certain other vakyas are there, wherein one is visheshya, the others are, some others are visheshana. Like even as we see in the Taittiriya Bhāshya, Neelam, Mahat, Sugandhi, Utpalam in that. Utpalam, the flower, lily, which is blue, Neelam, Mahat, big, Sugandhi, fragrant. These three words, Neelam, Mahat, Sugandhi, they are Visheshanas, adjectives, and the substantive is Utpalam, the flower. The words Neelam, Mahat and Sugandhi connect with the substantive Utpalam, the flower, as adjectives, Visheshanas. So there is the Visheshana, Visheshya, Bhava in this Vakya. Neelam, Mahat, Sugandhi, Utpalam iti. Panditaha Devadattaha, Brahmanaha Devadattaha. Here also Visheshana Visheshya Bhava is there. such Vakyas are called Vishishta Vakyas. Samsrishta Vakyas, Vishishta Vakyas. The Vakyas in the Vedanta, whereas such as Vakyas such as like Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, Aham Brahmasmi, these Vakyas are unlike Samsrishta Vakyas and Vishishta Vakyas. Here there is no Samsarga. Karaka, one is different Karakas are not here. In the Samsrishta Vakyas, different Karakas are there. Karta, Karma, Karana, Sampradana, Ityadi. Various Karakas are there. Here, it's all in the Samanadikaranya. Aham is equated with Brahma. Satyam is equal to Jnanam is equal to Anantam is equal to Brahma. There is only equation here. There is no Samsarga here. Different vibhaktis are not here. Even though in the other Vakyas, Avantara Vakyas, different vibhaktis are there, but that is not, they all lead to this Mahavakya only, Lakshana Vakyas only. Can we say that Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam are Visheshanas to Brahma? That is not so. How do we know that is not so? By looking at the very sentence, very words, and also in the view of all the entire Vedanta, we arrive at this that this is not a Vishishta Vakya. Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam are not Visheshanas, attributes to Brahma Visheshyam. Even though here also there is Samanadikaranyam, like in Visheshana, between Visheshana Visheshya Bhava, here also Samanadikaranyam is there, same Vibhakti, Samana Vibhakti is there, and each word describes something, gives a Lakshana. Yet this is not a Vishishta Vakya, this is a Lakshana Vakya. Between the words Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam and the word Brahma, Brahma is Lakshyam, the implied thing, implied truth, implied reality, implied entity is Brahma. And the implying words, Lakshana words are Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. Lakshana Lakshya Sambandhaha, Padarthanam Lakshana Lakshya Sambandhaha, Padanam Visheshana Visheshya Bhavaha, Padarthanam Lakshana Lakshya Sambandhaha. There is no Samsargaha. Satyam is equal to Brahma, Jnanam is equal to Brahma, Anantam is equal to Brahma. Atma is equal to Brahma, Aham Brahma Asmi, I am Atma Brahma. So without the expectancy of Samsarga, the Lakshana Padas have Samanvaya in Brahma. Even Sarvam Brahma, in that sentence, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, there are also Samanadikaranya only. Sarvam is equal to Brahma. How can Sarvam be Brahma? If Sarvam means plurality, everything means there is plurality. There is up and down, high and low. How can Sarvam be Brahma? Brahma is Ekam Advitiyam. Sarvam means Nana. That is Badhayam Samanadikaranyam. There again Lakshanaya only. The Viruddha Bhaga is given up, Namarupamsha is given up, Bhagatyaga Lakshanaya, and the Adhishtanam of Sarvam is Brahma iti, Bhagatyaga Lakshanaya, tatra also Sarvam Brahma, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Brahmaiva Purastat, what is in front is Brahma. Purastat, what is in front is only Jagat Namarupa. There also Badhayam Samanadikaranyam. Jivo Brahmaiva na aparaha. Right? Jivaha Brahma. Therein Jiva, in that Jivatva is Badhita, Samsaritva, Parichinnatva, Dehavatva, Upadimatva, right? Sukhi, Dukhi, Sukhitva, all these are all Badhita. Nanatva, they are all Badhita. And in the Jivapada as the Adhishtanam, Chaitanyam, Akhandam is there, and that is equated with Brahma. So thus, Aikya Samanadikaranyam, Badhayam Samanadikaranyam, by all these ways, there is only these Vakyas, Vedanta Vakyas, indicate Akhandam Brahma. This is the Samanvaya. Without the expectancy, without the necessity for Samsarga or Visheshana Visheshya Bhava, Vakyas reveal Brahma Vastu. This is Samanvaya. Lakshanaya Samanuyanti. Sarvani Padani. Lakshanaya Brahma Bodhayanti. Satyam also Lakshanaya eva Brahma Bodhayati, reveals Brahma Vastu. Satyam, Jnanam, Nirgunam, Atma, Ishvaraha, Jiva, Brahma, Jagat, all these are all Lakshanaya eva Bodhayanti. How can these Vakyas Lakshanaya Bodhayanti? Why the need for Lakshana here? Why should we go for Lakshana Vritti here? We don't go in for Lakshana Vritti unless it is necessary. Where the Vakya reveal, the sentence or the words reveal the Vastu by in their own Shakti Vritti, in their own Vachyartha they reveal. Vachya, the Shakti Vrittya eva. Vachyarthataya they can reveal. Ayam Gataha. Here we don't need Lakshana Vritti. Gataha iti, gatate iti gataha. Gatayati iti gataha. So gatayati sarvam gatayati. Sarvam gatate iti gatayati iti Ishvaraha. So I am Ishvaraha. That is not said here. I am gataha. Simple part. There Vachyartha is what is intended, and that is good enough. And there is no contradiction there. There is no virodha. There is no virodha in the expressions. There is no virodha in the Tattparya. There is no virodha with any other pramana. Manantara virodha is not there. There Vachyartha straight away applies. I am Suryaha, pointing out the sun during daytime. I am Suryaha, straight away. Vachyartha. There is no virodha. Manantara virodha is not there. But Soyam Devadattaha ityadishu, Gangayam Goshaha ityadi Vakyeshu, Vakya such as Gangayam Goshaha, Soyam Devadattaha iti. There is a palpable virodha, contradiction. Pratyakshadi pramanaihi, Anumanadi pramanaihi, there is virodha there. Gosha, the village cannot be on the Ganga. This Devadatta cannot be that fellow. So the virodha is evident here. Seeming virodha is evident. But still such Vakyas are used. Even in our Laukika Vyavahara we use such words like Swayam Devadattaha, Gangayam Goshaha, Shonaha Davati. These are all Laukika examples only. Prevalently used. It's very prevalent, commonly used. Here we understand, even in Laukika Vakyas, Lakshana Vritti we do apply. Why do we apply? Saha Devadattaha, Ayam Devadattaha, Tatkala Vishishta, Yetatkala Vishishta, there is virodha. Devadatta belonging to, referred to by 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and Devadatta referred to the present time. The past time is not the present time. That fellow is this. Okay. That is refers to some fellow 20 years ago in some other place in Kashi. Whereas this refers to now 2016 in Rameshwaram. How can this be one? Therefore, even though the seeming virodha is there, but the Vyakti matra is indicated. Devadatta, the Vyakti alone is indicated. The Kala reference is given up. Place reference is given up. Right? Time sense, place sense, that place, that time, this place, this time. Now, those elements, they cannot go together. They are given up. That cannot be this, that virodha amsha contradictory elements are given up, and then what is arrived at is the Vyakti Matra. Devadatta, the Vyakti. The fellow is the same fellow, even though has undergone some changes. Still, the fellow is same. So, Vyakti Matra Nirdesha is done by the Lakshana Vritti. Such usages is there, it is not unknown. And Prakrishta Prakashaha Chandraha iti. Chandraha Kaha iti. In the night time, somebody asks, what is this? Where is this? Which is the moon? There are so many objects. There it is said, Prakrishta Prakashaha. So Prakasha belongs to so many things. And Prakrishta, excellent, right? Most luminous. So that Prakrishta word goes with the Prakasha only. But then the Prakasha word, Lakshanaya, points out to the moon only. Prakasha is a quality of so many things, so many objects. And in the sky right now, the night time, there are so many Prakasha objects. But then, Prakrishta Prakashaha, Lakshanaya, indicate Chandra, the Vastu, the object. Chandra Matra, Yakti Matra, Avabodhanam is there. Tadvat, Vedanta Vakyas, words reveal Brahma. And here, all the words, Sarvapada Lakshana is there. Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Jagatkaranam, Sarvajnam, Sarvashakti, Nirgunam, Atma, Jivaha, Sarvam iti. All these words have Lakshana only in Brahma. Sarvapada Lakshana. There is an objection here. Not all words can have Lakshana. There must be one word which is Lakshyam, which should not have Lakshana. All other words can have Lakshana. At least one word should be there. Like Devadatta, when you describe, Devadatta Padam must be there. Then you can say so many things you can say. The one who played the role of the king yesterday in the drama, this is Devadatta. Okay. So that Devadatta, that reference to be the object, a word must be there, whose Vachya should be, Vachyartha should be the Vastu. That is the objection. One Pada must be there, of whose Vachyartha is that Vastu. Vastu should be Vachyartha of at least one Padam. That should be there. This is an objection. The Siddhanti point out that no, it's not a rule. Sarvapada Lakshana also happens. It is there. You cannot say it should not be there, it cannot happen. When it happens, it is there. It happens. To give an example, just to give an example, okay? In the Purvapaksha, in the Mimamsaka Vichara, there are Arthavada Vakyas. And Arthavada Vakyas, there could be many Arthavada Vakyas talking about one entity, say one Devata. And all the Arthavada Vakyas, what is the Tatparya of all these Arthavada Vakyas? Stuti. Stuti is the only meaning. And that word Stuti is not there in those sentences. Okay? The word Stuti, Stavaha, Stavakaha, Stavanam, Stotram, all these are all paryayas, okay? This is not a new word, Stavaha, Stavakaha. Stuti only. So all the Arthavada Vakyas, the Tatparya is only Stuti. And the Stuti word doesn't occur in that. It doesn't occur in those sentences. Vayurvai Kshepishta Devata. There, Stutihi word is not there. And how do you arrive at the meaning of this Vayurvai Kshepishta Devata? Vayu is the quickest Devata. But what is that? That is the literal meaning, Vachyartha. But what do you arrive at? This is meant for Stuti. Stuti is the Tatparya you arrive at. Correct? And that word Stuti is not there in that sentence. Okay? So like even you arrive at Stuti, the Tatparya, that word is not there, that Vachya is, that it's not the Vachyartha, that Vachya word is not there in the sentence, and every word, Vayurvai, Vayuhu, Vai, Kshepishta, Devata, all the words subserve as a Lakshana only. Sarvapada Lakshana is there, and all point to the Tatparya Stuti, which is not there in the sentence. Similarly, this possible. As we see, even the word Brahma also Lakshanaya only reveals Vastu. Even the word Atma only Lakshanaya only reveals the Vastu, not by Vachya. Brahma is not the Vachyartha, Brahma Vastu is not the Vachyartha of the word Brahma. Even for that Lakshyartha only. So, Sarvapada Lakshana is there, happens. This is the method, or this is the answer. Therefore, Samanvayat, Samyak Anvayat. All the Vedanta Lakshana Padas reveal Brahma only by as the Akhanda Vastu. Akhandam Brahma Bodhayanti. Akhanda Artatvena Bodhayanti. This is Samanvayat, that is said here. Having declared this Pratigna, Samanvayat is there. Now this has to be shown. Samanvaya has to be shown. Okay, so Bhāshya briefly explains this Hetu Pada, Samanvayat Pada. Sarveshu hi Vedanteshu Vakyani Tatparyena eva Tatparyena Etasya Arthasya Pratipadakatvena Samanugatani. In the entire Vedanta, he Sampradaya Prasiddhi, Shastra Prasiddhi, Vidvat Prasiddhi, even Mumukshu Sadhaka Prasiddhi also. Sadhakas come to know that Sarveshu Vedanteshu, in the entire Vedantas, all the Vakyas, Tatparyena, with commitment, all Vakyas resolve, Tatparyena Samanugatani, all Vakyas point out to Brahma. Lakshanaya Tatparyena Samanugatani. As how Pratipadakatvena, as being the revealer, Lakshanaya Pratipadakatvena, Etasya eva Arthasya. What is the Artha? That is Sarvajnam Brahma, Sarvashakti Brahma, Jagatkaranam Brahma, Jiva Abhinnam Brahma, Ishvaraha, Vedanta Gamyam. This Artha is what reveals. Etasya Arthasya is the said in the Sangraha Vakya. Brahma, Sarvajnam, Sarvashakti, Jagat Utpatti Silaya Karanam, Vedanta Shastra Eva Gamyam. That is Pratipadakatvena, as revealing Brahma Vastu, which is the aforesaid Lakshana, Sarvajna, Sarvashakti. Tasya eva, Etasya Arthasya, Brahmanaha Pratipadakatvena Samanugatani. Therefore, Samanagatatvat Samanvayat. Now the Samanagatatva is to be further elaborated. That Bhāshya does now. Saveva Somya Idam Agre Asit Ekam Eva Advitiyam. This Bhāshya briefly said, since the person who is doing Vedanta Vichara has gone through certain Vedanta texts, therefore Bhāshya cites Sadeva Somya Idam Agre Asit. Uddalaka tells Putra, He Somya, He Priyadarshana, Idam Sarvam Jagat, Namarutvatmakam Jagat, Nanarupam Jagat, Vichitram Jagat, very, as Bhāshya described Janmadhyasya yataha in that, Manasapi achintya rachana rupasya. Inconceivable by in our wildest of dreams. So many things, creatures, things are there, phenomena are there, happenings. So many things happen which you don't even know. We keep uncovering and we come to know how much more we don't know, how much more still remains to be known. And every step of discovery of what is there in this world, in this universe, we are taken by continuously surprised. We are continuously surprised by what is there, what's happening, all this. So this Jagat Agre Utpattehe Prak, before Srishti, Sad Eva Asit, Abaditam Brahma Eva Asit, Sat Abaditam, Satyam Brahma, Abaditam Brahma Eva Asit. And then the Evakara, Sad Eva Asit. And then also Ekam Eva Advitiyam iti. The Trivida Veda Nisheda is there. And then Eva Karena, Jagat is not a separate entity, that is a separate reality for the Jagat. Jagat as an independent truth, as an enjoying independent reality, that is negated. Sad Eva Asi. This Jagat was only Sat, is only Sat, Brahma. Like even pot is clay, wave is water. Like that, Jagat is Brahma, Atma is Brahma, Jiva is Atma. So, Sad Eva Asit, Eva Karana, Eva Karena, Jagataha Prutak Satta Nishidrite. People think that Jagat as I am also real, and the object that is seen by me is also equally real. Paramartham iti. People conclude. And the reasons for this conclusion is only that I see, therefore it is real. Okay? These three reasons. I see, therefore real. It is useful, therefore real. And then it is experienced intimately, therefore real. The experienced people, they say that any experience intimate, then it is real. We say that in spite of being intimate, it is not real. Not real means it is not paramarthika. Yatha Swapnaha. Swapna experience also is very intimate. That does not make it real. The Swapna object real. Therefore, perception, experience, usefulness, these are the only three reasons. And these are not the reasons to establish Satyatva, Paramarthikatva. As we see in the Mandukya, Acharya dismisses this. These are not the reasons, hetus to conclude Satyatva for this Prapancha, for this Jivatva. So that is negated here. Prutak Satta Nishidhyate. And then Ekameva Advitiyam points out the negate the Sajatiya, Vijatiya, Svagata, Veda. And then this is the Upakrama, we can say. Advitiyam Brahma is the Upakrama. In the Shadlingas, Upakrama, Upasamhara, together taken as one linga. What is said in the beginning, Upakrama, and what is said in conclusion, Upasamhara, together taken as one linga. And then Abhyasaha, repetition. Then Apurvata, uniqueness, not known earlier, not knowable through other means, Apurvata. Then Phalam, the usefulness, the result, the Phalam of the knowledge, knowing Brahma. And then Arthavadaha, any praise of Advaita and the Ninda of Dvaita, that's all Arthavada. And then Upapattihi, tenability. How? What the Shastra says is tenable, how it can be right, how it is right, that is Upapatti. There again reasoning will be there. And how, what we think about ourselves, what we think about the world, that is incorrect, that's also Upapatti. These are the 6 lingas. upakramopasamharau abhyaso apurvata phalam arthavadopapatti cha lingam tatparya nirnaye. So the Tikakara points out these lingas. Saveva somya iti upakrama iti. And then aitadatmyam idam sarvam. Ye somya, all this has in truth, all that is the truth of all this thing is only Sat Brahma iti. Idam sarvam, what you see, all this world, entire Nama Rupatmaka Prapancha, the truth of all this is only Brahma. Etad Atma. Etad Brahma eva Atma Sarvasya. Atma means the stuff, the very truth. The very truth of all this is only Ishvara Brahma Atma. Aitadatmyam etadatmakam idam sarvam. That is the Upasamhara is done. What is said as Saveva Ekameva Advitiyam, and that is proven. Aitadatmyam idam sarvam iti. Again, in conclusion, it is said. Therefore, Upakram Upasamhara, this linga, one linga is present. And then, here suppose Upakrama is one thing, and Upasamhara is something else, then what is not said is Tatparya. But with Ekarupata. Upakrama, Upasamhara, Ekarupata. Sameness of what is said in the beginning and what is said in conclusion, that sameness of what is said, that is one linga. Then Abhyasaha, second is the Abhyasaha. Tattvamasi iti 9 times. Navakritvaha Abhyasa is there. You are that Brahma, Svetaketo. Oh my son, you are not my son. I am not your father. You are Brahma, I am Brahma. We are all Brahma. Okay. Hey Svetaketo, Somya, Priyadarshana, you are not Priyadarshana, you are not Somya, you are not my Putra, I am not your Pita. You are Brahma, Ahamapi, Aham cha, Sarvam cha. What a father, what a son. Okay? पिता हो तो ऐसा, हाँ, पुत्र हो तो ऐसा होना चाहिए. So, Navakritvaha, 9 times. Shastra could go on any number of times, but then considers it. Indication for just any number of times as necessary. In the Ishavasya, Bhāshyakara says, when the mantra seems to repeat, then Bhāshyakara says, Mantranam jamita na asti. Upanishad is never tired of repeating so as to make us understand. Sometimes we understand first time when it is being said first time. Sometimes we miss. And then 10th time, 100th time we understand. Oh. If you say first time, oh, okay. But then we don't say, oh, the disinterested, oh, okay. Then 100th time, oh, okay. The 100th time, oh comes because 99 times, oh. Because 100 times, oh comes. It's not that wasted. Slowly it sinks. Slowly it sinks into the person, into the person, in the thinking. The conviction need not come, doesn't always come immediately. Slowly it comes. I told you this, the Sringeri Acharya told this narrative. One fellow tried to pull out a nail from the wall. A nail strongly driven into the wall, and then one fellow was trying to pull it out with a claw, pull it out. This fellow tried 9 times, it wouldn't come. The nearby fellow said, Pahalwan is there, okay? Hey, hut. You are a weakling, okay? You are not able to pull out even a simple knife. See, I will do it. Then immediately nail came. You say, Shakti, look at my prowess, my power. This fellow really felt bad. I pulled, it didn't come out. This fellow pulled and then it came once. When Acharya says, it came once, first time it came, because the other fellow pulled 9 times. Every time the fellow pulled, it got weaker. The hold was weakened, weaker and weaker. This was not visible, not perceivable. It looked as though the nail is not moving at all, not shaking at all, as though, but invisibly the hold was becoming weaker and weaker and weaker. Had he not pulled 9 times first, 10th time it would not have come out. Okay? So 9 times pulling is not wasted. That makes the 10th time pulling fruitful. Okay? Similarly, abhyasa, repetition is necessary. Mostly necessary. Maybe one Nachiketas may not need abhyasa, but most others need abhyasa. Therefore, and abhyasa is not a dosha here. It's not punarukti. It's a bhushanam. This is the very part of learning process of understanding. Swamiji used to say, give the example of this Polaroid picture. Nowadays nobody is using the Polaroid, all digital, okay, instantaneous digital. There used to be this Polaroid picture. Take a snapshot of the Polaroid camera with the camera, and then you take out the Polaroid paper. You don't see anything for a while. You don't see that. But then give time. The lines, the picture slowly emerges. Lines emerge, color emerges, comes. Give time to sink, for the person to get convinced, for the person to be available to the truth. Okay, and then the person has to overcome the obstacles, pratibandhas. For that, the process of learning involves the process of changing. So therefore, abhyasa is done. Abhyasa, navakritva, abhyasa. What is said repeatedly, it has to have tatparya. Otherwise, the repetition becomes meaningless. So repetition is a strong indication here, linga for tatparya. And then apurvatvam. The father asked Uddalaka asked Shvetaketu to bring a bowl of water and then bring some salt and then put the salt lump in the water. Previous day night it was done. The next day morning, Uddalaka asked his son Shvetaketu, go and see whether there is salt. Shvetaketu goes and sees there is no salt. Then you only mix the salt, you only put the salt there. Yes, I only did. In this bowl of water, yes, I did. But it is not there now. Then take a sip of water, from the top, from the middle, from the bottom. How does it taste? Lavanam, katamiti, lavanamiti, katamiti, lavanamiti. Right? Salt, salty. You don't see the salt now, but you taste. Okay? Not available for seeing now, but by taste, sense of taste you discover. So similarly, what is not available for eyes, the salt, dissolved salt, you know by the other pramana, taste pramana. Similarly, manantara yogya Brahma Vastu is manantara. Manantara means Shastra Vedyam, not available for manantara. You try to see Brahman, you won't see Brahman. You want to see God, you won't see God. You want to see Atma, you won't see Atma. Therefore, manantara, agochara it is, but Shastraika Vedyam. Upayantara. Shastra is the upaya here. See, the apurvata is shown. Manantara ayogyatvam, apurvatvam is said by this. Atrayeva vavakila sat somya na nibalayase. Atrayeva na nibalayase. Lavanam na nibalayase. Similarly, somya atrayeva, here as you, Brahma as you don't comprehend. But You don't see, but then Shastra is the means for it. The Apurvattam is pointed out. And then the phalam is said, Tasya tavadeva chiram yavatna vimokshe ata sampatye iti. For the Vidwan, as long as this Deha Sangata identification is there, the person feels that I am Deha, I am Jivaha. But when this Deha Sangata is gone, Abhimana is gone, then the Vimokshe, Atha Vimokshe, iti, Moksha Phalam is pointed out. Samsarat Muktihi, the Phalam is pointed out. Brahmajnanat Phalam, Phala is there for the Vidwan. So Phala, that linga also is there. And then Arthavada is there. Anena Jivena Atmana Anupravishya Namarupe Vyakaravani etc. Arthavadas are there. Arthavada also is there. Anena Jivena Atmana Anupravishya. Then Upapattihi Yatha Ekena Mritpindena Sarvam Mrinmayam Vijnatam Bhavati. Like even knowing the truth of one clay object, Ekena Mritpindena, by knowing the truth of one clay object, which is clay, Sarvam Mrinmayam Vijnatam Bhavati. You know the truth of every other clay object. You may not even know where it is, to whom does it belong, what is its size, shape, what is it used for, when it is made, all the past clay objects and all the present clay objects, all the future clay objects, you don't have to see, even without even knowing where it is, what it is, who made this, all this, you know the truth of all clay. What a beautiful thing. You know the truth of one, you know the truth of everything. Eka Vijnanena Sarva Vijnanam iti. That's also Arthavada. And then Mridadi Drishtantena Upapatti, Eka Vijnanena Sarva Vijnana Upapatti also, it is shown. Thus, all the 6 lingas very clearly we see in the Chandogya, Shashta, Prapataka, Shashta Adhyaya, we see all the 6 lingas. Thus, these lingas, all of them are seen, or some of them are seen in the Vyastani, Samastani Va, Prativedantam Drishyante. In each Upanishad you see these lingas. In some you see all the 6 lingas, in some you see few lingas. Even one linga is enough. Vishaya, Phala, right? These are all enough. All right. There is one book published by Mahesh Research Institute based in Kashi, MRI. Upanishad Bhāshya publication is there. We have in a library. In the introduction, the introducer, Subramanya Shastri, points out how in each of the 10 Upanishads, in each of the Upanishads, what are the Tatparya Lingas, what are the Vakyas, which are the Tatparya Linga, it is presented. If you are interested, you can see in the book. Mahesh Research Institute, Anusandhana. Okay. So, thus in the Sampradaya, in the Parampara, it is well known that in all the Upanishads, these Tatparya Lingas being there, we know that Brahmayeva Tatparyam, Advaite Brahmaniyeva Tatparyam, it is arrived at. To fortify this, to make it stronger, Bhāshyakara quotes from the other Upanishads also. He quotes from one Upanishad of each Veda. Chandogya is Samaveda, he quoted that, and then he quotes from the other Brihadaranyaka, he quotes now. No, Mundaka, no, Brihadaranyaka only, correct? Oh, Atma Vaida, that is Aitaraya, Rigveda Upanishad. Atma va idam eka eva agra asit. Atma vai idam ekaha eva agre asit. Very much similar to the Chandogya Vakya. Sadeva somni idam agre asit. Here also idam ekaha eva agre asit. So there in the Chandogya it is Sat. In the Aitareya it is Atma. Ekaha eva. Then the Eka, only one, non-dually one, cannot be two, Sat and Atma. That shows that Atma is Sat. Sat Brahma. So, Tat Brahma. So, Atma is Brahma. Atma alone was there in the beginning. All this was verily Atma. This Jagat is verily Atma. Before the Nama Rupa manifestation. Iti Aitareya Upanishad. This is from the Rig Veda, Chandogya Veda, Rig Veda. Then thirdly, quotes from Brihadaranyaka belonging to Shukla Yajurveda. Tadetat Brahma Apurvam Anaparam Anantam Anantaram Bhāshyam Ayam Atma Brahma Sarvanubhuhu. This is from the Shukla Yajurveda. One more from the Atharvana Veda. Brahma eva idam amritam purastat ityadi. Pointing out that, showing that all the Vedas, all the Upanishads belonging to all the Vedas say the same thing. Samanvaya is there. We take a break. Let us see at 11 o'clock. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri